PhishyWeb Episode 1. Tanisha Systems. Spam, scams, or just sloppy? This video is part of our Scope Before You Go, Scope Before You Click PhishyWeb subseries. In the world of job hunting, timing is everything. But what happens when the clock is rigged, the caller ID is spoofed, and your personal data is the real job target? Welcome to PhishyWeb, a subseries of Scope Before You Click under the Scope Before You Go umbrella, where we investigate sketchy websites, shady recruiters, and social engineering traps hidden in plain sight. Tanisha Systems. Spam, scams, or just sloppy? Part 1. The pattern. Let's start with a Reddit post from a frustrated job seeker who gets 5 to 10 emails every week from Tanisha Systems. The emails scream urgent requirement, but after submitting their resume, silence. I've sent them my resume multiple times, never heard back, and they're not alone. We reviewed dozens of posts, Glassdoor reviews, Yelp complaints, and Trustpilot warnings. Part 2. Types of complaints. We categorized the feedback and plotted the results. Here's what people are actually complaining about. Types of complaints. Spammy emails, 30%. Resume farming, 25%. Call flooding, 15%. PII requests, 10%. Lowball salary offers, 10%. Ghosting, 5%. Generic suspicion, 5%. The largest chunk, 30%, is about getting spammed with irrelevant job listings. But a close second, resume farming. That's when companies request resumes not to hire, but to gather data, pad submissions to clients, or, worse, resell to third parties. In cybersecurity, this is a form of data harvesting, often tied to social engineering. That's when attackers manipulate people into giving up confidential info, not by hacking a system, but by exploiting human trust. Part 3. Red flags by platform. We broke it down by platform. Here's what we found. Frequency of red flags by source. Reddit. Highest complaints for call spam, ghosting, fake job offers. Glassdoor, salary, bait and switch, follow-up failure. Yelp, location spoofing, fake contact info, Trustpilot, phishing label, and BBB, F rating. Reddit had the highest density of detailed user experiences. Glassdoor exposed repeated salary manipulation, a known abuse tactic where candidates are lowballed after being verbally offered a higher rate. Yelp, surprisingly, revealed duplicate contact numbers across all Tanisha offices, suggesting a facade of local presence. Trustpilot didn't mince words. One review outright called them a phishing scam. Part 4. Call flooding and spoofing. Many users reported receiving multiple phone calls in a single day from different Tanisha recruiters, often for the same role. One user wrote, 6 calls in 8 hours, 5 came after I said no. Others noticed that the numbers calling them appeared local, but were likely VoIP spoofed. Spoofing is when a caller deliberately falsifies the information transmitted to your caller ID. In this case, making it look like they're from New Jersey or Texas when they're very likely offshore. Part 5. PII and resume harvesting. Beyond resume farming, we found multiple cases of recruiters asking for sensitive personal data right out the gate. Some of the requests include the last 4 of your SSN, your green card status, or a scan of your driver's license. They asked for my green card status and SSN in the second email. That's not just unprofessional, it's predatory. In cybersecurity terms, this is a pretexting attack, a social engineering method where attackers impersonate legitimate entities to trick users into handing over personal information. Part 6. Recurring terms. We compiled the most common words from all complaints. Here's what stood out. Words like resume, ghosted, SSN, recruiter, scam, urgent, India, fake, Wipro. It paints a clear picture. Spammed resumes, vague roles, and third-party contracting relationships that leave candidates in limbo. Part 7. The human cost. It's not just data they're taking, it's peace of mind. One Redditor shared this. They told me I had the job. My roommate took me out to celebrate, but the call never came. This kind of emotional manipulation, false promises followed by silence, is a social engineering tactic just as damaging as any cyber attack. Closing thoughts. Tanisha Systems may not be the only one playing this game, but based on what we've seen, resume farming, spoofed calls, salary baiting, and requests for PII, they deserve a serious audit. If you're job hunting, protect your data like you protect your passwords. Don't share personal identifiers until an offer is legit. Watch out for urgent language, inconsistent contact info, and recruiters who vanish when you ask hard questions. Scope before you click. That's the mission of PhishyWeb. We investigate before you engage, so your career and your identity stay protected. Like, subscribe, and share if you've ever been ghosted, baited, or scammed.